Hi everyone, my name's Stella and welcome back to my third episode on the Rabbitcraft server. And behind me you may be able to see there was a little bit of work done to the Hoglin farm. So I'm going to take you for a little bit of a tour around our newly updated Hoglin farm. So we have added an extra 3 modules to our Hoglin farm. Initially it was just this one here, but we've now added on these extra 3 modules. For the moment, we do have a bit of a hopper line going, and that will be changed up in the near future. I just haven't been able to get to it yet. And as we fly up onto this platform, ouch, you might be able to see that this is super efficient. We have been getting a ridiculous amount of pork and leather from this farm. I think we're getting about a shulker's worth of pork, or just over, and almost half a shulker's worth of leather within about a 10-minute period. So I did want to make this a ultra efficient farm so that we were spending as little time as here as possible, whilst we were able to get enough leather and pork to be able to supply our villagers to get emeralds. And with that, I'm going to go take you back to our village, because 2 little friends have popped up in the last week, and they're going to go take us over to Carrot Cove, where I have just finished one of the challenges. So as we enter my portal room, you may notice that there is 2 chickens. One that says do a flash theme pixel art in Carrot Cove, and another one that says do a good deed for someone. Now, I've already completed one of these chickens, so we've got the chicken challenges now on this server, and I'm going to go take you to have a look at the flash themed pixel art that I did in Carrot Cove, as well as some upgrades that we did to Carrot Cove off camera. So I'll quickly fly over there and then I'll jump back in. So we've just made it to Carrot Cove, and this is our little flash that we made. So this is a pixel art that I made using a variety of wool, as well as some bone blocks, and I couldn't really figure out which color was best to use for the face, so I decided to just go with some end stone. And I think it turned out really well. So I don't know if I actually showed you guys our Carrot Cove pixel art area. So we have a fair few pixel arts. We've got a Pokeball, we've got a Wreck-It Ralph over here, we've got a little heart, we've got Luigi, and we've got Kirby, and I'm not 100% sure, I think that's a Zelda reference. I'm not great with the references for the pixel arts. So as we kind of load in Carrot Cove, I'll just land on top of here. There we go. I showed you guys our Zen Tower in our very first episode. Well, in the last couple of days, we had to add in 8 more starter houses for a bunch of new players that have joined us on the server. And with doing so, I decided to do a little bit of terraforming in this area. So most of Carrot Cove has been a community project, and this was my addition to Carrot Cove. So we have this really nice winding stairway up to our brand new houses. So there's 8 additional houses here, as I mentioned before, and we've just got some hidden lighting just like at our base. So very simple starter houses, just like the other ones down the bottom. And now we've got this beginnings of a walkway onto the new area that we're going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. So this is again going to be additions to Carrot Cove, just like this big courthouse tower over here. Now I do have one more space to show you, which if we come this way, we actually terraformed the side of this mountain too. Oh, that was close. So we terraformed this side of the hill. So we tried to make sure that it kind of looked like natural generation. It didn't have too much of a overhang. But I did add in some coral and some sea pickles, as well as like this running water, which I thought was such a cool idea. And we do have a little bit of cobblestone mixed in too. I really like how this turned out. It looks quite pretty. We did add in some bamboo as well, and you know, there's a couple of different types of trees. We've got the oak, the spruce, and the dark oaks mixed into the area. And with that, guys, I'm going to show you some of the shenanigans that happened the other day. Now, when Rabbit likes to go testing on the server, it can be interesting. Interesting to say nonetheless. So I'm going to show you what happened the other day with Rabbit, Chester, and myself. And you guys might get a bit of a laugh out of this. For those who don't know, this is a survival multiplayer server, but we also do have creative mode active for the moderators. It's part of our package. So in that case, I'm going to show you why I needed to mention that we have some creative mode on the server. Well, I needed that ender chest. And this is why I mentioned that we have the creative mode on the server. So Rabbit decided that he was going to release an ender dragon onto the nether roof. We were able to actually get rid of it just after a little bit after that clip, but I thought I'd add in that little bit of a funny clip, you know, the one where I needed that ender chest just as the ender dragon decided to blow it up. And I think I'm going to go do a little bit of work on my base. We've actually got a little bit of a medieval inn started, and I think I might finish off the episode by doing that good deed. We'll have to figure out who we want to actually give that good deed to. But with that, let's head back to our base. So this, guys, is the start of our medieval inn. So I'm actually quite happy with how it's turning out so far, and I've just started to work on the inside of it. So we do have these nice archways that kind of give it a little bit more added character. I did want this to be a little bit more expensive looking, as it's going to be one of those places where a lot of people go to visit. You know, it's going to be the main center. So downstairs, I was going to be putting in a bit of a bar area, as well as some seating. And I've got a few ideas for that. Now, as we come upstairs, I've started to add in some walls. So we're going to have bedrooms in all of these little spaces. So in here, here, and over here too. Now I was thinking that I'm going to add in a winding staircase to get up to the top floor, where we're going to have, again, some more bedrooms. We did have a bit of a creeper explosion, so I do need to replace that trapdoor there. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this on camera, but I'm going to do this in a little bit of a time lapse. So I'll just get everything together and then we'll start. Welcome back everyone. So I've decided to do a little bit of the internal interior for this medieval inn. So I've added in some booths here where patrons can come and sit down and have a bit of a meal. We've also added in some bar stools and some bar items at the back here where maybe a bartender's handing over some drinks to the patrons. We've also added in 8 rooms here in that time lapse. So we've now got 4 on this level as well as another 4 on this level. I might add in some little dormer windows and such to these rooms here, but I'll probably do that off camera. Now, I mentioned before that we had to do that good deed. Now, I think I'm going to go for a little bit of a fly around the server and see if I can find anyone who might need a bit of a hand. So I'm going to quickly grab some more rockets and I'm going to be back in a little bit when I figure out who I'm going to give that good deed to. Alright, so I decided that I was going to do my good deed as handing over 2 barrels worth of smooth stone and a barrel worth of spruce logs, which I think in this case will become in very handy and will look amazing in the rest of these builds. But with that guys, I think I'm going to wrap up the rest of the episode. So we'll just head back to my base and we'll finish up there. Thank you everyone who has stuck around until the very end of this episode today. I hope you all enjoyed and I will be releasing hopefully my next video next Wednesday. I'm going to see if I can try and release an episode every Wednesday. I may have things that come up between now and then, but that's going to be my new video schedule. But if you liked this video, then be sure to hit the thumbs up down below. And if you want to help grow my channel, then hit that subscribe button. And if you want to watch some of my live streams and come and hang out with us whilst we're building up this village, then make sure you hit that link down below to my Twitch page. And with that, everyone, I am going to see you all guys in the next episode. Have a good one.